Maru's here. What up? What up, dude? How you doing, Gabby Maru? Welcome in, welcome in. You caught me slipping. I was just getting set up. Just getting set up, brother. It has been a while. I was just thinking about you the other day, man. I was thinking about you on Discord because I was on Discord and I was like, I haven't heard from Gabby Maru in a while. How you been? How are you? Yeah, I was just getting set up. So give me 1 sec. You caught me slipping. You caught me slipping. Give me 1 second. I gotta grab my coffee. I'll be right back. Come on, man. You turned 20 2 days ago? Happy birthday, man. Feeling the oldness. Not yet. Not yet, my friend. Feeling the oldness. No, man, 20 is a great age, but that was a lifetime ago, literally. Because actually, yeah, they say 20 years is a lifetime. Out of time. What's out of time? Out of time, out of time. Is that on Steam? I don't know if I've heard of that one before. I don't know if I've heard that one before. I feel like my camera is a little wiggy. Out of time, out of time. Give me 1 second and I'll pull it up. Got to adjust my camera here. So it looks a little funky to me. Brighter. See, it's like every day this stupid camera. It just, I don't know. It's like different every day. I don't know. Anywho, that looks a little bit better. You can actually see me, but there's no like happy middle ground, I feel like, because like with the color correction on, you can't see the background stuff, but then with it on, like I just look washed out and faded. So I don't know if I can. Yeah, that just fades me out. I want to fade the actual effect. You know what I mean? Turn the brightness down. Yeah, that works. Turn the contrast up a little bit. There we go. I feel like I have to mess with that like all the time. So, hey, Gabby Maru, I'm gonna switch scenes. Let me know, is this echoing at all? Is this echoing? Echo. Test 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, good. Because I have the microphone on my nested scene, which is this camera, the camera circle nested scene. And that's what I was just on, my nested scene. You kind of know how they work. And I always turn the microphone on so you guys can still hear me while I'm adjusting my camera. But I left it on to see if, because I was worried it would double up the microphone since the nested scene is now in the scene. If that makes sense. So I got technically I got two microphone instances. So I was worried it was gonna echo a little bit. But how the hell you been, man? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. 20 years old, man. 20 was a good year. And I feel like, so this is a little bit of advice for you. Life advice, I guess. I don't know. But it's like between the ages of, excuse me, like 20 to 21 to 22 to 23, even 24. It's like your personality seems to change every single one of those years. Like, so there's a lot of growth that seems to happen in your 20s. So keep that in mind. Congratulations. Happy birthday. I've been good. I've been good. We got sick though. You got a lot of growth. You better do that pee-pee check again. I like your logo. I just noticed that. Did you make that? That's nice. Is that like AI and stuff? The Gabi Maru. I like that logo. Looking good. What was I saying? Yes, a lot of growth. You got to do the lot of growth. Let's see. That's weird. Why did it double it up? And not work as well. Also did not work. That is amazing. Vampire did that. Way to go, Vamp. Let's go. Loves it. Did she make it by hand? I mean, it looks... I can't really see it just right now. Let me... Can I open that in a new tab? I'll have to open it up. I want to get a good look at it. Or can you upload it to Discord, maybe? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Gabby, see. Gabby, see. Gabby, see. There he is. Okay. Can't really get a good look at it. It's kind of small here. A little small. Oh, she made it by hand. Way to go. That's awesome. From here, I mean, it looks similar to AI, but I don't want to say it's AI, right? So, that's funny. Funny. Well, that's awesome, man. What was I going to say? Sorry, I'm a little... Okay, you sent it in Discord. Let me check it out. I'm a little discombobulated. So I've been working on a couple laptops. Ah, there it is. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Good job. Nice work. Should do that in Photoshop? I'll have to ask her. Nice work, Gabi Maru. Yeah, that's awesome. Very good job. It looks vector. I'll have to ask her. Maybe she did it in like a painting app, because it does look like she painted it or drew it by hand almost. I love it. Good job. Loves it, loves it, loves it. That's what I was gonna do. I need to make one in here for me to like upload videos and stuff, clips, videos. Ooh, it's age restricted. Let's go. Yeah, that's just videos. I want to make one in here just like for me so that I can like upload stuff to it that not everyone can see. So I guess I can just upload it here maybe. But I think there's a restriction. I wanted to show you, we went up to Wisconsin and friggin' went sledding. Koopy got to go sledding for the first time. So I was going to upload some videos, but I don't know if the videos will upload to the Discord. Let me see. Discord? Because they might be too long. Put it in there. Why doesn't it give me extra options here? going live. I mean, I guess I could put it in the going live. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know why it's okay. I'll just have to do it manually. Yeah, so today we're actually going to be finishing up this laptop that I got. I got a free laptop when we went to Wisconsin as well. My mom's old laptop. So I'm going to be working on that today. Here we go. Mod only. Let's try that. Let's see if that worked. It looks like it's uploading. There we go. There he goes. Can you guys hear that? Whee! Oh, hang on. Let me change the camera. There we go. Oh, hold on. There we go.
There you go. 3, 2, 1.
Woo, there I go. Look at those sleds too. Those sleds are awesome. I was talking about those the other day. Like, where were these sleds when I was a kid? Like, look at this. It's like a little piece of foam, but it's got a rope on it. So like you can practice or like learn how to snowboard, which is, I think is really cool. Or you can just sit down on it like they did. So they got the same one and you just sit down on it. Look at Cooper, he's all bundled up. He's like, wee. That's my parents' house in the background there. Wee. And I fell over. And then here goes Coopy on his own. There he goes.
Yay, Coopy!
So cute. And these are my sister's kids, little cousins. There they are. Look at them. Look at them. So cute. Yeah, these are my sister's kids, Gavin, Nalia, and Kyla. But yeah, man, where were these sleds when I was a kid? Like, these are awesome. I would have loved to have a sled like that, you know. But yeah, it was a good time. We had a good time up there. Car did great. Got new tires for the car. We drove up there. It was awesome. It's a good time. So, anywho, we're going to go ahead and switch to my other camera here in a second. Let me just get her set up. All right. May have to move the microphone out of the way, but for now, we're good. We're good. Yeah, and I noticed if I run things out of my external speakers, I get a lot of echo and feedback. Get some screwdrivers out. So I found out after looking this one up a little bit that this particular laptop only has one, what do you call it? It's only got one RAM slot, which sucks. But with that RAM that I did purchase a while ago, I was able to get, I'm gonna put it over here so everything's on this side. Let's see how this goes. Go like that. But yeah, I was getting a lot of feedback through, what do you call it? Through my machines. All right, that's good enough. Good enough. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Should be good. But yeah, Wisconsin was a good time. Had a lot of fun there. We thought about staying up there longer, but you know, it is what it is. But Cooper, he's at his speech therapist class this morning, which is good. It's not like he needs it, but it's definitely helping him to talk more. So yeah, can't beat a free laptop. Mom just gave it to me. She's like, here, you can have it. I didn't even look at what was on it. I don't really care. She's like, you know, yeah, go ahead, take it. So I'll refurb this one and throw some more RAM in it, because it's got 4 gigs right now. Oh, that's what I was going to do, because I looked at it the other day, and the timing on the RAM was all fucked up. I don't know what was going on there, but like, it's 800 megahertz, it's DDR3, but it was only running at 666, and the laptop is red, so that was kind of concerning. But I'm sure it's fine. But so I looked at the timing on the RAM, the one RAM stick that it has, and it looked like each module was like all over the place, and only one of them was running at 800 megahertz, which is not good, right? Because obviously you want all of your RAM to run at the same speed, the modules. So it's only got one stick, but I feel like that RAM is bad anyway, so it's got to be changed anyway. And I happen to have one 8 gig stick, so it all worked out. We'll get this thing slapped in here with some time, because it's not just like an easy slap in. If they had like a little window here, then it would be perfect. However, HP, I don't like the way HP builds their machines. But we did, last episode we installed Windows 11 on it already, so it's got the new OS on it, but it was still running kind of sluggish because friggin' the RAM is messed up, I think. So, and this one's different than the last one, because I looked underneath one of these. There's no hidden screws, but there are 2 screws. There are 2 screws here underneath the CD drive, so be sure to watch out for those if you guys are doing this. If you are following along at home. So now we have to pry this piece up and not damage any of the wires, because that's how this thing's built. And hang on a second. I really need a better situation here, where my tools are over here versus over here. So I'll probably do that later, but I need my little pry bar here. So you want to go along the edge here and pop them up, but don't pull on it too hard. So once we take all the screws out, you just want to come around the edge here. It should pop up pretty easily, but don't pull on it because there's wires connecting this and this and this. But yeah, this is fun. I enjoy doing this type of stuff. And like I said, free laptop, so I'll refurb it and get it sent out. Right now it's running Windows 11. It's going to have, what's it called, 8 gigs of RAM, new RAM, when we're all said and done here. Having some issues here. What's going on here? There we go. I wonder if I should take the keyboard out first. Does the keyboard pop out first? Uh-huh. There we go. Okay, keyboard. So there is a cable under here. You want to watch that. There you go. So keyboard right here, ribbon cable. You gotta watch that. Flip this up and out. Just like that. Little ribbon cable. Be careful of that. So I don't know if that had to come out, but yeah, it looks like it did. Because I was having issues popping these last couple ones here. I don't want to crack it. That's weird. So it comes out this side. It feels like there's a, oh there is, there's a screw right there. Ah, watch that, watch out guys. So that's why there's a screw here, there's a screw here, here, and here. So you gotta take the keyboard out first, and then pull these out. That's why it's kind of separating. And we're just going in blind. Those are the same size, but I'm gonna keep them separate. We're just flying blind here. I've never taken one of these apart. I did take another one apart. They're all kind of similar. They get better and or worse. They get better and or worse as they go along, kind of thing. So, uh-oh. I lose all my viewers? Hey-o. I had 4, now I'm down to 1. It's all good. It's just a numbers game. And besides, you know, I'm just doing this for fun. If somebody learns something, awesome. If not, you know, should have been paying attention. Okay, so I don't know if I needed to pull that off or not, but yeah, there we go. There we go. So that definitely. Okay, that one and then this one here. You got a couple little ribbon cables. Is there a screw under there? There might be a screw under there. Hang on. No way. Because I checked this one. I did not check this side, but there might be a screw under there. That's screwy. I hate it when they put hidden screws. Like, who cares? Just fucking show me the screws. I don't care. No, there's no screw under there. Okay, just double checking. So I don't break anything here. Piece of plastic there. Where's my smudger? My sponger. So I don't see any screws, so hopefully this should just pop. What the hell? I don't see any screws over there. There's definitely something there, though. Something's connected there, right there. Because this side popped off. Oh, sure enough. What the hell? Yeah, there is a screw there. Son of a bitch. The other one was busted. The other one was busted. But how do I get this piece off? What the hell? I don't see a screw under here. Oh, there is. Ah, motherfucker. It wasn't in the center. What the hell? Well, that's stupid. See, that's why I hate hidden screws. It wasn't in the center of it, so I pulled up this side. You couldn't even see it. Is this the... Oh, that's the one that's busted. So that makes no difference. I gotta get this one up. Unbelievable. Yeah, it's on this side. Ha! Unbelievable. Yeah, because I looked and it wasn't in the center. It's like off-centered. I'll show you guys. Look at this. The screw is off-center. So it's like way over there. I lifted up on this side, didn't see it, because I was looking in the center for it. Definitely a screw in there. And now this whole piece should pop off, but whatever. What a bunch of junk. HP. That's why I hate HPs, man. Like, they put hidden screws in there. So, anyway. Which mic? Oh, that's why. There we go. Is that better? That was from the camera. The camera has a microphone too. Sorry about that. All right, look at that. Popped right off. Yeah, see here? This one was already snapped. Can you see it? This screw right here was already snapped. So it's actually right here. And I'm just gonna take it out actually. Well, I guess I could leave it. Yeah, I'll just leave it. It's not hurting anything. So, here's what we're looking at. Here's the hard drive. Right. Oh, hang on. Ooh, here's the hard drive. Hard drive. It'd be nice to put an SSD in here, but I don't have an extra one. That would definitely increase the sales on it. What the fuck? It has no fan. What? And it looks like it purposely has no fan. Because these are giant rubber things right here. Look at that. There's no fan in here. What? What a hunk of junk. Someone been in here before? Doesn't look like it. Pretty clean though. Overall, it's a pretty clean looking machine. But there's only two screws? There's only 2 screws holding the motherboard in? What? But it looks like I gotta take the hard drive out first. Yeah, looks like I gotta take the hard drive out first to get to it. And this screw too. This is for the Wi-Fi, so I gotta take that one out, that one. So 2 screws holding the motherboard in. Looks like it's missing one here. What the hell? This is so weird. I've never seen it where they just don't include the fan. But it's clearly not in here because they put these rubber stoppers in here, so they didn't put it in for a reason, I guess. I guess it doesn't need it. Anyway, let's get going. Is this okay? You guys see this okay? Hopefully my arms don't get in the way. Oh, yep, they do. I don't know, maybe I can reorient this like up above. That's what I do need. Yeah. That would be ideal. A fucking helmet cam, right? Helmet cam. Does that work? Kinda. That's a little bit better, so you guys can see what I'm working on. But I think I need a helmet cam. That's what I need. So wherever I'm looking, you can see. But looks like I gotta take this out. Gotta take the hard drive out. Set these over here. Can you guys hear me okay? I got fucking microphones and cameras just floating all over the place here. Okay. And that should just slide right out. Boop. There's the hard drive. So put that right next to the hard drive screws. Okay, so I do need to take this Wi-Fi chip out. And then 2 screws for the motherboard. 1. 2. And it also looks like there's a speaker connection up here we're gonna take out. Right here. Okay. Just kind of gently pull up on it. See what we're working with. Okay. Looks like there's some connectors here that are impeding progress. Kind of don't want to pull those out. That's it. Oh, so it's just the metal plate. This is the heat sink for the thing here. I'm shocked that they didn't put a fan in here. Genuinely shocked. Yeah, I'm just gonna disconnect this. No, it's got a big thing on it. How does that come out of there? Hmm. Looks like it's just taped. Yeah, it is. It's just taped on there. Fucking wild, dude. Everything's just fucking taped together nowadays. And then this is impeding my progress. This little wire here. It's all just fucking taped together. What a pain in the ass. Alright, I'm not even gonna take it apart there. That's about as far as we're gonna go with it. So here's our motherboard, and it would have been nice if HP would have put a fucking door right here, because then I wouldn't have to do all this just to get to the RAM. And I was right, there's only one RAM stick in here, so let's hope for the best. But yeah, so no fan in here. Surprising. No wonder it's so quiet. Just a heatsink. I'm shocked. But anyway. So it's only got one slot for RAM. It's DDR3. And we're just gonna pop it out. All right, so this is a Samsung 4 gig. Yeah, this should work. It's the same type chip, I think. Yep, same type chip. So it should work. We got an 8 gig stick, which I think the maximum for this laptop is 8 gigs. So I've got one 8 gig stick, luckily, laying around. And that's it. So now we can put it back together. That was it. All that just to fucking replace the RAM. All that. This does not look easy. Fucking connector right here that you got to put in upside down and backwards and blind. And I can tell just by looking at it that it's crooked. Motherfucker. HP, you guys suck. Like, seriously. Suck. Whoever designed this, you're fired. You're fucking fired. Okay, so didn't have to take that one out. Back in. Mess, dude. Like, seriously. I mean, I guess it's a okay design, but like, I don't know. I'd probably fire the guy, whoever designed this. It's all just put together with tape and fucking barely any screws. No fan in here, which I'm still shocked by. No fucking fan. Whatever. We'll leave that cable underneath. No fan. No nothing. Oops. Putting this one back in. So I don't want to put all this stuff back together because I want to test it before we do that. But yeah, they kind of make it to where you have to put the whole thing back together. So like I said, it's missing a screw. It doesn't look like anybody's been in here, but Ah, shit. Damn it. See, this is pain in my ass. This is what I mean. Whoever designed this, like, why? Why would you design it this way? Literally, all we're asking for is a door for the RAM. That's all I wanted. Because if I gotta upgrade the RAM, I gotta do all this rigmarole just to fucking do it. Pain in the ass. Like, literally, a door would have saved. I'd be done. I'd be done in 5 minutes. Let's put this back on. Whatever the hell that is. It's supposed to go under there? Or... I don't know. I guess that's how that's at. Living. I guess that's how that was. I'm still shocked there's no fan in here. Guess it doesn't get that hot. So if you're looking for a performance machine, this ain't it. If we slapped a SSD in here, if we had an SSD in here, we'd be cooking with more gas, you know what I mean? So anyway, how's everybody doing today? Okay, put the hard drive back in. We gotta have an OS to boot to. Sorry about that. Okay, we got the 4 gig stick out, which might be bad. I need to leave that one aside, that and mark that, because I think that RAM stick is bad. I think that's it for that, right? This one, double check all your wires. Didn't disconnect that one. That's in, that's hooked back up. That's for that, that's for that. Okay. So again, we gotta hook this back up. I gotta hook all these back up. Tested. So I think we're good here. So if everything works, then I can just hook this back up. But motherfucker. I hate these cables. These little ribbon cables. Come on. Get that in. It's in. That's what she said. Hey-o. What? You know. Okay, so like I said, we're just gonna leave this kind of attached, right? Just leave it a little bit attached, so that way we can test it before we close everything back up. Wow, that is just so cheap. It like barely even sits in there. Wow. Okay. All right. We're good there. I'm gonna back it up here and reorient my cameras. Hang on. Golly, that was a lot. Just for the shot, right? So unfortunately, the battery doesn't work on this laptop. Here it is. So battery doesn't work. We don't need the CD drive installed to test it. So before you hook everything back up, go ahead and plug it back in and run it up just to make sure everything's working. You got power? Yeah, power's on. The button should be hooked up. There it goes. HP. Hey, how's everybody doing? Wow, I got 13 in there. Is that true? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. Just working on an HP laptop here today. That's a good sign. The RAM was not working correctly. It was very slow. This is my mom's old laptop. Got it for free. This will be up on eBay pretty soon. Or I might be selling it on Whatnot. I'm not sure yet. I want to get into Whatnot because that seems to be the way to go for online selling these days. But yeah, and I'll show you the timing on it here in a second. But the RAM timing was all over the place. So we'll see if this fixed it. We will see. We will see. So yeah, this is a HP 15-inch red. Comes with the charger. Not sure what the price is going to be. There we go. I was like, why is that? It's not popping up. Okay, mouse seems to be working. Trackpad. Okay, that's working. This probably just needs a minute to orient itself. It's like, wait a minute, I got new hardware. Yeah, task manager. Also, I didn't know, I don't know if you guys know that or not. You can right click on the start menu and it gives you a ton of options of stuff that you can use. I use this all the time. Okay, why isn't this? That's not a good sign. So yeah, this ain't really a performance machine, as you can see. I wonder if the hard drive's bad. Oh, Jesus. That's not a good sign. Jeez Louise. All right, what do we got here? Let's go performance. Okay, hard drive is at 100%. CPU's at 100%. What the shit? Why? It's weird. I'll have to check that out in a second. So that's good. It does recognize the RAM. 1.5 committed, 6 available. Memory usage 7.9. So good. Okay. The only thing I can think of is it's indexing, because this is a fresh install. This is a fresh install of Windows. Does anybody know? Anybody have any idea? Oh, wait a second. Guys, I'm so sorry. I don't even have my fucking chat open. I'm so sorry, guys. Holy crap. You guys are probably all commenting and I'm like, wow, what a dick. He's not even talking. Hey! What is it? Use an anti-spyware? It's anti-spy. Use shut up. It's anti-spyware. I don't know what that is, but thank you. Okay. Well, I don't know if I missed any chat other than McRailway. Shut up. What is shut up? And why do I need it? Why do I need it? Anywho, refresh YouTube over here. Yeah, I plan on exploring Linux for sure. I definitely am going to be exploring Linux in the coming months, and maybe I should just install it on this particular machine, because I don't know why the CPU is at 100% right now. We go over to processes. What is running? Microsoft Edge. What? Why? Why is Edge running? I don't even think I have Edge installed. No, it's not updating updates in the background because updates, this is Ghost Spectre, and updates are stopped until 2077. And I can show you that here in a second. Go to settings. And just update. So ain't gonna happen. It's paused until 2077. This is Ghost Spectre 11. So Windows 11 running on this 2014 laptop right now. Totally debloated and much, much better than the stock Windows. Process Explorer. Yeah, I was looking at the processes here a second ago, and it was Microsoft Edge. And it says .NET runtime optimization, so that's probably what's doing it. It's gone down. So, and that's what I'm saying. So like Windows update is stopped until 2077, but yet somehow Microsoft still is able to inject whatever they want into your system. So again, this isn't my personal system. So this is going to be up on eBay in a little while. It's a 2014 HP 15-inch laptop. It's got DVD, whatever, DVD RW, blah, blah, blah. 500 gig platter drive. Not great. I just don't have an extra SSD to throw in here. I did just upgrade the RAM to 8 gigs. And I will install some other things on here as well. Just some other utilities, but the main thing for today, GF sysinternals, not task manager, like Process Explorer. I have, hang on. On my main PC, I got Process Lasso, right? Have you seen that one? Process Lasso. Which is pretty intense. It's got all kinds of shit. You can sort it by CPU percentage. process name. Memory, is it private working? OBS, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so OBS is using like 5 or 6 gigs of RAM right now. Not a big deal. Yeah, not bad. I really like Process Lasso. But again, for this one, I'm not too concerned about it right now. Like I said, I'm gonna turn this one back off because, as you can see, we're just floating. This was just a test to make sure it was seeing the RAM and that everything was good. So we upgraded the RAM. Oh, that's what I wanted to check. So again, guys, if you aren't running, if you're running stock Windows 11, I'm sorry for you. Oh, because it's made by Microsoft. It probably runs okay. And you know, don't get me wrong, Microsoft is what it is. They're really going down the toilet lately. But they have some decent applications. I'll give them that. You know, they got decent applications, but a lot of the stuff seems to be going down the garbage. It's going down the chute. Used to be not Microsoft. Oh, the Process Explorer. That's a good one, and thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that. Process Lasso is nice. It's got, and what do you call it? Process Explorer is probably pretty good. But really the only reason I'm using Process Lasso is because of Signal RGB. Stupid, I know. But you can set up, what do they call them? Watchdog rules, I think it is. Bear with me. I don't use this that often. Where is it? Oh, here. So you can set up Process Watchdog. Sys internals. Okay. Yeah, I'll check that out. So this is like the watchdog because you can set it up. I had to set this up because Signal RGB, I would open, you know, Task Manager, and it was... Bomb Divers here, let's go. Okay, it was acquired by Microsoft in 2006. What's up, Bomb Diver? Welcome in, buddy. So like I was saying, I have RGB lights on my thing here, and there's open RGB, but unfortunately that application sucks. So like, I'm not a Windows hater, right? I like Windows 11. I just don't like where it's going. I really don't. Yeah, and they probably still do own it. They acquired it in 2006, I think, is what you were saying. Yeah, once Microsoft acquires something, like, they're not getting rid of it unless they're like trying to tuck it in the corner somewhere. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with Windows 10 either. I would get the LTSC. Yeah, I like Windows 11. It's not bad if, like me, you're running Ghost Spectre or another de-bloated version of Windows 11. If you get rid of all the bloat and kind of add some bells and whistles, it's a decent operating system. Decent. Not great by any stretch of the imagination. It is not a great operating system. And actually, yeah, I just found out another thing another error I was getting, and I'll get to that later. Anyway, let me finish this. So Signal RGB, it's for the RGB lights, right? and it's a nice program. But I opened Task Manager one day, and I think it was using like 9 gigs of RAM. Hey, thank you for the subscription. Did that say just subscribed. Yeah, so Signal RGB, all it does is run my lights on my rig. And technically I don't even need it, but it's a nice program. I like it. And like I said, Windows is not a great operating system, but you can only get Signal RGB for Windows, you know? So, and I love Linux. I've messed around with it, and that's all I'll say. I've only messed around with it, but I want to do a challenge of running Linux for 30 days. We'll do like a 30-day challenge on my main rig. So I'll be kind of forced to use Linux and only Linux for like 30 days and see how we do. So, and really all I do is stream on it. So if I can get my stream set up, like I do graphic design too, don't get me wrong. So that will take some learning as well, but it'll be fun. Right. And so for me, I would probably end up doing like a dual boot with Windows, and that's also why I use Ghost Spectre, because these Windows updates break your boot for Linux from time to time. That's another issue. So if you're running Linux and Windows will update, and then all of a sudden you can't boot into Linux and you have to fix your boot process or your boot manager. Yeah, Windows VM. That was another thing. So yeah, in the 30-day challenge, what's the one? Is it WinBoat? That's the newest one that everybody's working on. Is it WinBoat? Is that what I'm thinking of? Yeah, it's super versatile. And actually, my main rig that I'm running right now, I'm running Ghost Spectre on a virtual hard drive, so I can back it up periodically, manually. And I put it on an external, and you can actually boot right into it using Ventoy. So if you have your OS on the external as a VHDX, you can just boot right into it on the external. You don't have to do where you install it on the external. You can take your current OS, put it on Ventoy, and boot directly to it. There are some caveats. I think it's got to be Windows 10, 22H2 or higher, but all Windows 11 will work. Yeah, it's super cool. It's super cool. But anyway, so that's why that's really the only reason I installed Process Lasso, was just because of this, because Signal RGB will randomly eat up all of my RAM. Love it. Not really. Hey, SH World. Why so sad? Idle expert. But anyway, so you can set up watchdog alerts. So anytime that alert is anytime Signal RGB goes over 1.5 gigabytes of RAM, it'll just stop the process and restart it. So you can set up stuff like that. If anything goes out of whack with a particular program, you can just stop the process and start it over. But and I'm sure there's a lot more you can do with it. I haven't jumped into it. And again, guys, I don't claim to be a tech expert. I'm more of like a hobbyist. I find these things interesting and I like to mess around with them, which I think is where a lot of people are, right? A lot of people just kind of love computers and they love messing around with them and toying around with them and doing things and learning new things. And that's where I'm at. I don't claim to be an expert by any stretch of the imagination, but like anybody else, I know enough to be dangerous. You know what I mean? So, and that's why I thank you guys for being here and throwing out suggestions, because I love messing around with computers. Oh, this was another thing which I think I may have fixed actually, but we'll find out. cookies and targeting, whatever. Anyway, so I've been getting this error on my virtual hard drive or my virtual install of Ghost Spectre. I've been getting this error, AMD bug report. It comes up and it says a driver timeout has occurred. And I've been searching all over. People say, you know, uninstall the drivers, reinstall, yada, yada, yada. No one could figure it out. No one was getting it. But I may have, I saw on, I think it was on Reddit, somebody just, you know, a tiny little comment. And if you're scrolling, you probably would have ran right past it. And it said, turn off transparency effects in Windows. And so I went and turned it off, and I have not yet had that error. So again, another great Windows 11 feature that breaks your big expensive graphics card. Yeah, it doesn't tell you anything. And then if you want to report it, right? So you want to report it, you click report, and then it asks you to fill out all this information. What apps were you using? How many kids do you have? Blah, blah, blah. What street did you grow up on? Like all these stupid questions saying like, what occurred? What error occurred? I'm like, you tell me. You tell me. I have no clue. Oh, hang on a second, guys. I'm getting a phone call. But it's so stupid because it's like, I don't know what the error was. That's what I expect you to tell me. All right, guys. Hey, sorry about that. Girlfriend was calling. She's out with my son, and they just got done with speech therapy, so I think they're going to go get some food. But she was just letting me know how it went and everything like that. So, but yeah, so you got to love Windows driver errors. But again, so this update will pop up, and then it's like, fill out this form, yada, yada, yada. Like, and I can't show you guys because when you click report issue, it brings up this form and it's like, what happened during the thing? And I'm like, other than like, hey, I was playing a video game. I don't know. I was using my computer as per normal, and this comes up. So, there's no rhyme or reason, but I guess it's something. I think it really is just the driver not jiving with Windows 11. I don't know if it's happening on Windows 10 or not. But the reason I am convinced of that is because I never got this error on my old operating system, which I still have. So I can boot into that and see if I get the error. But I think it is just that transparency checkbox. So, little food for thought. If you guys ever run into this error, just turn off your transparency and hopefully that should fix it. Anyway, I'm going to get back to finishing up this laptop because I think they're going to be coming home soon. So, anywho, we're still looking at 9% idle, 1.7% RAM. Oh yeah, and this is another reason why I like, and this could just be the search index too, that it's indexing stuff, but I will run some updates, or not updates, but I'm going to install .NET. So with Ghost Spectre, you can right click, you got your power options, you got ghost mode, right? You got power options, reduce memory, God mode, ping test, clean up temporary files right there on the right click menu, which is really nice. So just hit reduce memory, and we were at 1.7. So I'm gonna pull up Task Manager again. We were at 1.7, and now we are at 1.3. So that freed up a significant amount of RAM. So 1.2 down here, 1.3 up here, whatever the discrepancy is there. So it's freed up quite a bit of RAM, actually. So that's good. Oh, you know what else it could be too? Since we upgraded the RAM, it's got to rewrite the page file because the page file was probably 4 gigs. Now it's rewriting it to 8 gigs. The virtual memory, as it were. Anyway, you also get the Ghost Toolbox, which is a handy utility. Oh yeah, I was going to check Specky real quick too. So Specky's not perfect, but it is a good tool to analyze some things. RAM timings. Yeah, that's weird, dude. The timing table on these, this was the same thing that was going on with the other RAM. The latency is different on all of these. You see that? And I don't know if this is like the chip, or it's like chip 1, chip 2, chip 3, chip 7, all the way up. Because it's 800 megahertz, but on the Task Manager, it says it's only running at 666. Or right here, see, RAM frequency, 666. Kind of evil. So, didn't fix that, but what is this? Why the hell did this open up? What the hell was that? Why did that open up? That's weird. Anyway. Yeah, if anyone can explain this to me. I don't know why it's running at 666. Could just be how the laptop is set up or in the BIOS. because it should be running at 800 megahertz, but it's underclocked for some reason. Probably because there's no fan. Anyway, so this laptop will be ready to go here in a few. Oh, it sure did. It installed Microsoft Edge, you motherfucker. So something is definitely going on in the background. I did install the Edge tool, but only because, what do you call it? It needed it for, it will need it for Adobe if you want to install the Adobe suite, which I don't think I'd recommend, but we're going to install C++ here. But you can install all sorts of things from the Ghost toolbox, which is really handy. Try option 1. Like all sorts of applications and tools. So I'm just going to do C++ right now, and then we'll do .NET, I think. Okay. And this is actually a really small program, but I definitely recommend installing it. A lot of things use it. Yeah, it's like 30 megs. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, if it's the BIOS settings, Harold. But like I said, I was shocked. There's no fan in this, so maybe that's why they undervolt the RAM, because they don't want it getting too hot. That's my guess. But still, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to install, C++, and we'll put .NET on here. It's going to be running Ghost Spectre, Windows 11, LTSC. So it's the long-term support contract. So when they decide to pull the plug on 11, we'll have like about another year, maybe 2 at the end of this cycle, because they're pulling that shit with Windows 10 now. So thank you, Billy Boy. But this is a decent little laptop, but it's, 2014, and we are running Windows 11 debloated Ghost Spectre. So I'll get this up on eBay. Will come with the charger as well. So it's got a charger. Unfortunately, it needs a new battery. Does need a new battery. Finish that up. What is this? Oh, okay. Deleting previous version. And it's definitely running faster with the 8 gigs, so that's good, because it was like slugging yesterday. Let's see. So you guys can't see all this, but you can, up here you got tweak, fixes, cleaners, and other. Bruh! What up, Brazilla? Welcome back, buddy. How you been? You got Action Center, Cortana printer, clear event viewers, clear cache, updates, delivery optimization, Ghost Online Activator, hibernation, fast boot, sleep mode, sysmain, page file, virtual memory, blah, blah, blah. Right click, take ownership menu. My cam overlay? What do you mean? Are you on the vertical or horizontal? Yeah, you were here the other day. We were chatting it up. And how can I forget with a name like Brazilla? Is something wrong with my cam? Or are you on the vertical stream or the horizontal? Because I'm doing both right now. But anyway, this Ghost utility toolbox is awesome, and it comes built into Ghost Spectre. That's why I go with Ghost Spectre, because it's just, in my opinion, it's not the fastest. Oh, okay, you're on the shorts. You can also go over to the horizontal stream as well, if you want a different view. Because right now, yeah, this is just YouTube. I got YouTube up on the bottom. Yeah, vertical. Yep, vertical. I just had YouTube up over there, but we're not really using it because I'm over here doing this stuff. So I got to finish this laptop up because my girlfriend's coming home pretty soon. But what was I looking for? So I will activate Windows as well on this. But this is going to get up. Oh, DirectX. That's what I was doing. DirectX. We'll put DirectX on here. Online installer. Why not? I accept your terms, whatever they may be. The Bing bar? No, do not install the Bing bar. I can get out of here with that. Uh-oh. Okay, installation failed. Probably because this laptop can't handle it. Or it's already installed. Who knows? Whatever. All right, no DirectX, guys. But we'll try to put in some .NET. Force to using... Okay, no. Hold on, it says note, framework 3.x only works on compact superlight update 3 or newest. I don't know if I'm on update 3. And this looks like it's only... Why does that keep popping up? I don't understand where this is coming from. I don't know why that keeps popping up. Anywho. All right. Well, if you need .NET, just install it. We're not going to bother with it because I don't know which version of Ghost I'm on with the updates as far as that. It should say up here. Let's see. So we are on Microsoft Windows 11 Enterprise LTSC 24H2. Superlight SE. Oh yeah, I was going to do the photo viewer as well. So we'll do 58. I like XNView. I don't know if you guys use XNView. But we'll install XNView and then I'm going to shut it down, get it ready to go, put all the screws back in. Oh, and I do have to activate it. I should probably do that while we're here. Sure. That's fine. XNView is nice you can do some real basic editing with it, cropping, mirroring images, that sort of thing. But really it's just a photo viewer. But you can do basic editing, like if you have a picture and you want to like circle something, put little notations on it, you can do that. Handy, nice little utility. Oh, I didn't want to visit the website actually, but that's okay. Let me see. Actually, yeah, let's go here. And we'll go activate Windows GitHub. So if you guys didn't know, you can activate Windows right here. It's on GitHub. I usually just scroll down here, and it's this one, the command. You can just download the script, download the latest, open it up, double click it, and run it. And so what it does is, like, it looks on this system, and if Windows was ever installed on this machine, it will find that key code. Yeah. Guess horizontal chat is not loading for you. No, it is. Oh, it is. Yeah, I see it there. In CLI, what do you mean CLI? I don't know what that is. Jai Shri Ram. English, please. In CLI, what do you mean by CLI? So basically, yeah, it looks for any key that was installed on this machine and then pulls it back up. Oh, command line interface. Sorry. See, I'm dumb. What can I say? But I'm getting smarter. There you go. So now Windows 11 LTSC is permanently activated with a digital license. Press any key to go back. I guess you can do Office on here, but they're changing Office, so that's probably just for the old Office. But anymore, you can just download LibreOffice. So there you have it, guys. This laptop will be for sale up on eBay soon. Yeah, it does a command line. It does command line, pops it open, and activates Windows. From what I understand, it looks for any keys that were installed on this machine and then uses that key to reinstall it, I guess. I don't know how it does that or if that's the case, but that's what I was told. Anyway, so decent little machine. This will be up on eBay soon. It's Windows 11 LTSC 64-bit, Intel Pentium N, whatever. Let me take a picture of this so I kind of have all the particulars. We just upgraded the RAM. So you saw it here first, folks. We upgraded the RAM to 8 gigs. It's only got one slot though, and I just happen to have one 8 gig stick laying around. Let's see. It's only got a platter hard drive. Updates, Windows updates are turned off until 2077. I would recommend installing them manually from Ghost Spectre. Don't get them from Windows, because he will probably clean them out, make sure it jives with Ghost Spectre. But yeah, decent little machine, you know. So whoever wants it, whoever needs it, it is activated. It's got the old start menu. Start all back is here, and it's a decent little machine. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I didn't know what, and I apologize. I'm not trying to be rude, but like yesterday, there was a couple people that came in here talking about some wild stuff. One of them said something Akbar. You know the rest of it. So I was like, nah. And I had to ban that guy. So we don't talk about that stuff. So I don't know. I'm ignorant to what that is. So thank you for letting me know. So how do I say it? Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram. Hello. So I guess we'll just shut her on down, and then, oh, I'm clicking the wrong button, that's why. We'll shut her on down, and then I'll finish putting the screws and stuff back in here. Oh, that's right, there's some underneath here. I forgot about those. Forgot about those. But let's get it shut off, and then I'll put these screws back together. Okay. Yeah. So unfortunately, the battery doesn't work on this machine. That does kind of suck, but tis what it is. I'm just gonna hold these. Bear with me, guys. I'm just gonna hold this up. Nope. It just fell right in. There we go. Oh, gotcha. Well, from what I understand, GitHub is owned by Microsoft. That is my understanding. So if they didn't want it on there, they would have taken it off by now. Because a lot of people know that it's on there. And you can just do a search for it. Just search up Windows activation, GitHub, and pops right up. So if anybody needs to activate Windows, it is there on GitHub. And Windows owns GitHub. Evidently, I don't know. Don't know for a fact, but... Oh, come on. Get in there. I'm just holding this because it's easier. It's already connected, so I don't have to worry about it. It's already connected. Yeah, they don't mind. See? And I don't understand that, but don't know what it's about. Yeah, I guess because they're making more money off of like subscription type services, you know, than everything else. So why should they bother, you know, shooting people in the foot? You know what I mean? Like, who cares? Okay, so that's in. All right, so decent little laptop for somebody. There we go. Decent little laptop if somebody needs a nice red laptop. Make sure the keyboard's all the way in. You know, decent little laptop. I like it. It's not bad. You know, but it's slow. I think they underclocked the RAM for some reason. Not exactly sure why they did that, but they did. And hidden screws in here. Several ways to bypass the activation, or so hidden screw under here, which I didn't see at first. Yeah, and they make more money off of subscriptions, right? Because, you know, Are you going to pay $200? Like, you know, is that enough to make someone buy a different laptop? Maybe. You know, if they, you know, have to pay $200 to activate Windows, or, you know, just install Linux on it, they'd rather just, you know, give it away for free. They're like, oh, well, if we just let people activate it for free, you know, it should just be, they should just get rid of the activation in that case. Like you said, make it open source. You know, I mean, that would be a selling point for them, you know, like, hey, guess what? The newest Microsoft OS is absolutely free. You can have it, right? That's a good way to get it out there and distributed to everybody that wants it or needs an OS, right? So, just putting the screws back in. Yeah, I know there's OEM keys out there. You can buy them all. Okay, skip that one. Hang on, guys. My microphone. That's the only thing I don't like about the streaming, is like my microphone is always in the way. I gotta look at the camera or the other camera, you know. But I do enjoy streaming. It's a lot of fun. I've met a lot of cool people. I was doing the Fortnite there for a while until I realized everyone and their grandma is playing Fortnite and trying to do that. And it's just like, that's, you know, not that I want to make it big or anything, but, you know, there's so much competition. I don't think I'd ever make it big doing something like that. So I'll just do what I enjoy. And if I make money from it, cool. If not, you know, whatever. At least I'm having fun getting stuff done, you know. Because I felt like I was just like wasting a lot of time, you know, especially with all the competition that's out there. It's like, I'm just wasting time at this point. So, what are you up to today, Brazilla? Are you over in India by chance? Or are you in the States? You don't have to answer that, by the way. I don't expect you to answer that, but if you want, you can. All right. And we are back up and running. There it is, folks. 8 gigs of RAM installed, just like so. But yeah, MicroSlop is bucking up, in my opinion, with their whole agentic OS. Oh, okay. Southern part of India. Right on. Nice. You like it there? You like it over in India? Sorry, I'm just cleaning up a little bit here before the girlfriend and the boy come home. I'll be right back. Be right back. I'll be right back, guys. Nice. You like it over there? That's good. I've never been to India. I've been to, let's see, Singapore. I've been to Singapore, Thailand, and it's Dubai. Went to Dubai a few times, and then where's that other place we stopped into? I think Bahrain. I don't recommend Bahrain to anybody. No offense to anybody that lives over there, but it was just not a good experience when I went there. There was like animals dead in the street and stuff. Not a very nice place to visit. But, and I don't even know what country that's in. If that is the country, Bahrain, but back that fast. Yes. Yeah, I just took, I had to go finish my coffee and, what do you call it? Use the restroom, and we're back. We're back at it. So what should we work on now? Let me see. Yeah, did you guys hear about the PS5 got hacked? That's PS4. To the unfixable. Oh, okay. Let's watch this. Sony reacts. Wait, how long is this one? Oh, this guy's pretty funny. I've heard him before.
Yay to Bruce, the
Yeah,
streaming king.
headphones here. Yeah, because I was watching.
He wants more. He's got to have more.
Hang on.
I knew it was the mic. More podcasts in the shower.
It's we're over here. Hang on.
He's got the geeks to blow.
We live in Orlando, so we're in Orlando.
What's that? Someone stole our PlayStation's boot keys. Well, you tell whichever sly raccoon stole that, then we'll have his nuts roasting on the fire by dinner time. Oh, hi there. I'm Sam Tucker, from the company whose consoles can play Crash as well as Crash. And what are we working on now? Well, we are currently shitting our pants. As you may have heard recently, that the boot keys for the PlayStation 5 leaked online just before New Year's. I guess someone's New Year's resolution was to dual analog stick us right in the ass. As these
Dual analog stick us.
precious keys have the potential to unlock the entire PlayStation system, allowing users in the future to install custom software on this
Whoops.
system, like Homebrew, which enables
Whoops.
web browsers, retro game emulation, and pirated games. Or, instead of Homebrew, maybe they'll install PlayStation Home, which was our social network that used our powerful hardware to process shopping, texting, and flash games. I don't know which one would be worse. Lucky for us, though, the PS5 hasn't been
What is that guy?
fully jailbroken just yet, and it is still secure for now. However,
it
with these
hasn't?
boot keys now in the wild, evil nerds could use their Virginic technological know-how to decrypt and study the console's bootloader that runs when it turns on, and look for any vulnerabilities they could exploit to mess with the system. Now, unfortunately for us, these special boot keys are baked into the PlayStation's hardware, which means we can't fix the issue without physically changing the chips in people's PlayStations. A huge undertaking, which would require actual employees instead of AI, the willingness to admit a mistake, and of course, the goodwill from our customer base. 3 things no modern tech company has. And so, what will we do about it? Well, PlayStation hasn't made an official statement about the issue, but what we're likely to do is to change the boot codes baked into all future PlayStation 5s, so that at least new consoles can't be hacked. Similar to how the original Switch got hacked, and so Nintendo patched that exploit for their updated Switch models. Sadly though, as a result of that hack, Nintendo never recovered. Oh no wait, they did f***ing fantastic. Well done. The all-new PS5 hack. If we didn't want people to have the boot keys, maybe we shouldn't have made it look like a car. Subscribe today. Thanks for watching everyone. I hope you had a good Christmas and New Year's.
Hilarious. Yeah, that guy's funny. Sam time. But yeah, so
This next song is called Cricket Has Single Line Unlimited Plans for $35 a month.
all right.
Star Wars Racer Revenge for the PlayStation 4, a limited run game that came out that has all of a sudden absolutely skyrocketed in price. And many
Yeah, so this is, I guess, how they found the exploit. So, Racer's Revenge for the PS4. So, if you guys see this anywhere, hey, Ox5, Appreciate you, bud. How you doing? Cheers, but with cafe. Hey, appreciate you. So Racer's Revenge is a PS4 game, it looks like, and it can unlock the PS5.
People are wondering, well, what's going on with this? Why is it so expensive? Well, it's because Star Wars Racer Revenge, a PlayStation 2 game brought over to the PlayStation 4 by Limited Run Games with a physical copy, has a deep, dark, sinister, nefarious secret. You can use it to hack your PlayStation 5.
Whoops.
And the emulation and homebrew community is absolutely thrilled with this new discovery. So I want to talk about what is going on with this game, how it allows the exploit to be done, but I also want to update you guys. Before you run out there and spend literally hundreds of dollars on this game, you might want to wait a little bit unless you're very impatient, because there's been a big update for this exploit that the PlayStation 5 now has that could change your mind on wanting to pick this up. So what's going on with this? Are things going to get easier for accessing different homebrew programs for the PlayStation 5? That's what we're going to talk about in today's video, pal. If this is your first time on the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. So, what is going on with this, and why is it so exciting? You got to look at what the PlayStation 5 modding scene is right now, and it's been pretty quiet. There's been a few things here and there, but a lot of these things relied heavily on the PlayStation 5 browser, which of course Sony has come along and kind of fixed the issue with. This is interesting because with this disc-based game, you can now essentially access things that you're not supposed to be accessing via a jailbreak up to firmware 12.0 on the PlayStation 5. And I mean,
Right on. Yeah, so, and that's why, so if you've got a copy of that game, throw it up on eBay right now. You can get like $250 for it after you jailbreak your system.
Firmware 12.0 on PS5 is a pretty new firmware. And being able to pop in a disk that allows an exploit that can allow you to do different things with that exploit and potentially sideload different things and whatnot. And it has a very interesting sort of ring to it. You know, being able to run different payloads, getting into custom firmware, there is a lot of potential that can be done with this thing. So how does it work? How does this game, Star Wars Racer Revenge, work when it comes to this? Well, you kind of got to look into the nitty-gritty of the situation. Essentially, it is an exploit chain that uses the PS4 game disc, that being Star Wars Racer Revenge, to eventually gain some low-level code execution on the PlayStation 5 up to that firmware of 12.0. The main thing by using this disk instead of using the older methods, which, like I said, require the web browser, is that you don't have to use the web browser.
Right.
And Sony has been cracking down on the web browser. So essentially, what does this mean? Well, it means quite a few things. It works conceptually because the physical PlayStation 4 disc...
So it means they can patch future updates. They can patch it, but so if you're on an older update, you should still be able to use this disk to exploit and jailbreak your machine.
Well, basically, it works on the conceptual level because it is a disk-based entry point, meaning that you don't have to have online sort of stuff. This is coming to us from a Mast 1 core vulnerability that has been discovered, so shout-outs to them. But basically, because it is a disk, you don't need the PSN login, you don't need to do a system update, and it works offline. So that's why people are rushing out there to buy this game, because it allows you access, potential access, I should say, to be able to do things like different payloads that you can load onto the system. And because this is a PS2 game being emulated on the PS4, the code execution actually happens with inside of the PS2 emulator that the system is using, because it's the same PS2 emulator that they used on the PlayStation 4. So basically, the kernel access that is now being, looked at with this sort of stuff will allow you to then jailbreak the system, do things like homebrew, and of course, the fact that this is firmware 12.0 makes it very attractive. This uses physical media. This means that this is something that pretty much anyone who has access to the disk can then utilize, and it doesn't require any sort of online connectivity. Now, of course, you'll run into things where if your firmware is higher than 12.0, this is kind of pointless to you. I mean, you're not going to be able to have too much fun with this. And clearly, it's still in its infancy because of the fact that, I mean, there's no programs that you could really run with this. So it's not really a piracy tool. Average people aren't going to really be able to access it. You can always run the risk of your console being banned. And if the firmware gets updated, to sort of block this, if you choose to update your firmware, you're going to run into some problems with this. But I think it is a very attractive thing because you can essentially run unsigned code and custom software on this, which opens up the world of possibilities. How do you think other systems that end up getting fully hacked, your 3DSs and your Wii U's, for example, how do you think those systems end up getting fully hacked? It's because of little things like this. It's because of small little things that people find with this and then are able to access all sorts of different stuff that, of course, companies don't want you to access. Now, I'm not saying that people should look
Yeah, pirates will always exist. That's what they say, like, locks on your front door, they're not for criminals, they're for honest people. because really, if a criminal wants in your house, he's going to find a way to get into your house. And that's just like this. If criminals or pirates want to find a way into the PlayStation 5, they're going to find a way. And as technology advances, it just makes or creates smarter criminals. So
look at this from a piracy method or anything like that. Of course, and I say that just to pretty much cover my own ass here with this video, but I do think it is very interesting that it opens up the world of possibilities to be able to do some pretty cool stuff on the PlayStation 5. But like I said, everyone's been talking about this and talking about how Racer Revenge is kind of the catalyst for it. You need the disc in order to access these sorts of things, but there's actually been quite an interesting update when it comes to this, because it does seem like that it might not be the only game that you can actually do this on. So basically, it's going to be using PS2 save data exploits, and there are some other games that are potentially able to do this, such as Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories, Jack's X Combat Racing, Lego Indiana Jones, The Original Adventures, and a few other games with this. But this is going to be potentially a way that will circumvent needing that expensive disc. So should you run out and buy the disc right now? I mean, probably not.
No,
you know, unless you are someone who is like a capable person.
There's no point in having it right now, because we have yet to see proof of concept video. As far as I know, I haven't seen a proof of concept of anybody actually doing it. Right. Yeah, soon. Yeah, the non-disc versions. Exactly. Yeah, that's a good point. Will non-disc versions be able to do this? Probably not right yet, but there's probably someone who's going to be smart enough to figure out how to maybe get that ISO of the disc and put it onto the non-disc versions. Or, and I don't know, can you get an external disk drive for the PlayStation? Maybe someone will come up with that, where you can just have an external disk drive, plug it in with a USB, and use it that way. I don't know. But again, it opens up the door. So they got the boot keys, right? So that's why I said it's not a good idea to go out and buy the disc right now, because there's no programs made for it. There's no emulators made for it yet. There's nothing. I haven't even seen a proof of concept for it to show like, hey, here's proof that we actually did what we're saying we did. I haven't seen it.
Of being able to hack things. You can make your own payloads, you can make your own software, you can make all this sort of stuff. It's kind of pointless to do right now, you know. And I think a lot of people are looking at the headlines, oh, the PlayStation 5 has been hacked, and thinking, well, great, now I can, I don't have to buy PS5 games anymore, I can just download. I mean, that just goes into a whole different realm of possibilities. I guess maybe there's a way that you could potentially run a disc off of, loading it onto an SSD, an external SSD, and then using that to access games via your PlayStation 5 that, I don't know, maybe a friend has a disc or something like that. But this is still definitely very early in its infancy.
Right, exactly. Yikes. It's a creepy commercial.
There's not going to be a lot of programs coming out. There's not going to be a lot of stuff coming out in the immediate future. Obviously, things like emulators could end up coming to the system now, which would probably run really well considering how powerful the PlayStation 5 is. But it's more so an interesting story about the potential future for PlayStation 5 modding and the PlayStation 5 homebrew scene. And
I haven't heard any news on like the PlayStation 6. Yes, that's true. A small pinch of poison is enough to spread very quickly. But so yeah, is it bad news for Sony? Kinda. But again, you got to look at the user base, right? And unfortunately, like these kids, the millennials, are they millennials or what do they call them? Gen Z, whatever they're called these days. Like, they don't have the attention span to do this, unfortunately. They really don't. Like, you could tell them like, hey, all you have to do, you buy this disc, you insert it, you go over here, download this program onto a USB, plug it into the PlayStation, fire it up, and then do XYZ during this cutscene or whatever the jailbreak actually is. I don't know how it works. I'm just hypothesizing, because that's how other ones have worked in the past. But again, these Gen Zs, they don't have the attention span for that. They just don't. They'll just buy one, you know, and honestly, like, because we were just up in Wisconsin, my sister's kids, all three of them, they all had cell phones, like old cell phones, so they weren't hooked up to, like, you know, the cellular thing. They were just Wi-Fi only, basically, and they were all just playing Roblox with each other. So, and I'm pretty sure Roblox is a free game.
Make it nasty, make it nasty. Pop it on the bitch. Make it nasty. Playing games you can't resist.
Mr. Nasty, how you doing, brother? How you doing, brother? Yeah, the PS5 Pro, I haven't heard too much on that. Mr. Nasty, coming in hot. How do you like your new intro, buddy? Make it nasty, make it nasty. I went ahead and updated your intro song a little bit. That's AI, actually. We had a lot of fun, Kat and I, yesterday, updating your song. I can send you the full version if you want it, so you can put it on your stream, use it as your intro. Give me 1 second. Where is it? Here it is.
Make it nasty, make it nasty. Pop it on the bitch. Make it nasty. Playing games you can't resist. Oh, yeah, make it nasty. Low lights and a velvet booth. Sipping gin without a care. She moves slow, I watch the truth. All eyes caught up in her stare. This room spins like a carousel.
Come on, man, I've seen your stream. You are not PG at all. Pop.
If secrets come, I guess we'll tell. But tonight I want some more. Make it nasty, make it nasty. Pop it on the bitch. Make it nasty. Playing games you can't resist. Oh, yeah, make it nasty.
Boom, boom. Yeah. Because I got, the issue is with the other song, so I did it for two different reasons, right? Because I had to, but yeah, I'll send you the original if you want it, or if you want just the short version too, so you can put it, give it to whoever else, you know, and then you can have your entrance music everywhere. But you don't know. Oh, you don't know how to play it on your stream. Well, like if you have your, what do you call it? Your intro screen, maybe? So like, here, I'll just pause 1 second. So if you have like the intro screen, like I have, you could play it as like your intro screen if you wanted. You know, you don't have to. But I was also thinking, like, if I sent you just like the entrance part, you could give it to anybody else that uses Lumia Stream for your entrance music. Like, I was thinking OG Grandma, doesn't she? She's using Lumia now, right? If you want, that's completely up to you. But we had a lot of fun, and I did it for two reasons. Because oh, and to answer your question, Brazilla, that's because Mr. Nasty is a good friend of mine, and he's subscribed to the channel. He's subscribed to the channel multiple times. So if you subscribe to the channel, I'll make you an intro song. We can work together on it, or and then also with the animation. So when you first come in and chat, you'll have like a little walk-on song, as they call it. She's switching back to what? She's not using Lumia anymore? She doesn't like Lumia? She's switching back to Botrix? Eee. But anyway, you could put it at the beginning of your stream if you wanted, or you could, you know, send it to other people to... Oh, it's too big. What do you mean? The application's too much? Yeah, it is a lot. It's a big learning curve. But that's why, so Mr. Nasty's got an intro song. Several other subscribers have their own intro songs when they came in. And it helps me because sometimes I miss the chats because I'll be doing something else. And this way it like stops me in my tracks because it changes the scene and then plays the dance and the music, and then we can vibe out and give them a proper greeting. But yes, pop it on the bitch. That's...
Make it nasty, make it nasty. Pop it on the bitch.
It's a good one. But we did it twofold because on YouTube I keep getting copyright strikes, which cancels my eligibility. What is that? Oh, she has an echo and can't figure out the music. Damn, see? That sucks. Yeah, and I could help. I mean, I could try and help because, like, I'm pretty well versed in OBS, and I was getting some echo there a little bit ago. But, like, if you don't notice it and you don't know where it's coming from, yeah, that can be a big issue. But, yeah, we were just looking at the PlayStation 5 getting jailbroken. But yeah, I'll send you that if you want it. Just let me know. You can use it on your stream or not. But we did, oh yeah. So, see, I lose my train of thought here. We did it twofold because I keep getting copyright strikes on YouTube and then it cancels the monetization of any of my streams. So, this way, yeah, the green screen does kind of weird out a little bit, but so far it's the best green screen because it's not actually a green screen, but it's the best green screen that I have found as far as applications go. And I'll pull it up here. So it's not an actual green screen, right? So it's just a virtual green screen, which is why it wigs out. See there, my fingers go away. Oh, you can't even see it, sorry. See my fingers kind of go away. But this application is nice. So you can put a virtual green screen on it, right? And then you can also, it tracks your face. So if I pull back, it'll automatically zoom in. And if I come up close, it zooms back out to keep me in focus. So that way, if I'm like moving around, it will attempt to keep me in frame as well. So handy little program that I use for camera, Camo Studio. It's a really good program. And you can come into settings. I figured this out. Come down to performance. And since I'm streaming, I'm using all my resources for other things, right? You can tell it to avoid the CPU and not use the graphics card. So I'm using my internal graphics chip that's on the motherboard. Since it's not doing anything else, I'm using that chip to run this application. Yeah, and I figured that out. So in that way, it doesn't bog down OBS or my main graphics card when I was gaming and streaming. But also now it's not bogging down my main processor or my graphics card. It's using the built-in graphics chip that is on the motherboard. So I thought that was pretty cool. This is a great program. I definitely recommend it. My spec, hang on. If you're on Kick, I have it on Kick. It's on Kick right here. Kick, whoop, right here. Whoop. Pause that. How do I get to my, right here, about. PC specs are right here. So this is actually it right here. This is out of stock because I bought it. Ryzen 9 4.4 gig 7900 XTX 24 gig graphics card, 32 gigs at 6000 megahertz, 4 terabyte NVMe, AIO cooler, Wi-Fi, USB, well, display outputs, that's on the motherboard, but on the thing here I got 3 display ports and 1 HDMI. It came with a free keyboard and mouse, which I upgraded, so I actually sold those for $60, so take $60 off the price. No bloatware, so they say. 1 year parts and labor. I think it's already been 1 year, but anywho, those are the specs. I'll be right back. Hey, we're back. Sorry. So those are the specs here. And if you're on Kick, I linked it right here. So it's right here. But I did put the specs over here on Kick, on my Kick channel. So that's about it. I'm using this mouse. I got one of these like ergonomic lasery mouseies. I kind of like it. And then I actually have an Apple keyboard because it's low profile and I just like it. It's, I don't know, I would just really liked it. So Cooper and Kat are home. So I'm going to take a little break and visit with them. But feel free to stick around, talk amongst yourselves, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Hey, yeah, Cooper's been having like meltdowns. Oh, okay. You just looked up and specifications don't support Mac. Yeah, that's why I haven't gone with the Hackintosh. I do love Mac OS. Yeah, I do love Mac OS, and I've made Hackintoshes in the past, but with this setup the way it is, I would rather just try and install a version of Linux to go with and go from there. So, and this machine was awesome. I don't know if it was on sale, but got it for a great deal. It was, excuse me, 2,500, and it came with $100 rebate, or no, 2,400. Well, good. You succeeded with the build. That's good. That's good, because it's not as easy all the time, depending on your build. Like, sometimes you got to have specific things. That's good. But no, I do love Mac OS. I've always loved Mac OS. It's a great operating system, but a lot of the versions of Linux lately are kind of geared that way. They're kind of an in-between. They're like an in-between of Windows and Mac OS, so it's like the marriage of both of them. But yeah, so I got this computer. It was 2,400. It came with like $100 rebate. So I used the $100 rebate gift card to buy my webcam and a couple other accessories. So came with some extra things basically. And then I sold the mouse and keyboard for like $60 because I didn't need it or didn't like it. So yeah, it was $23.40, something like that. Not bad. Search on Patreon, and you'll find out about me, and you'll get to know me, and you will ask a question. Is that a challenge? Let's see. What do I search up? Brazilla on Patreon? I see Podzilla, Patreon. Let's see. Oh, so not Patreon. I thought that was a misspelling. Neon. Is this Neon? Oh, okay, so just search Neon. This? Is this you? Oh, that is you. Vishal N. Iridology diagnosis, health overview. AI-powered iridology, bridging iridology and AI for smarter wellness, bringing precision. Oh, that's cool. The mouse. Align, heal, and thrive. So what do you do? What do you do here? Hey, there you are, Brazilla. What's going on, buddy? Natural healing with modern innovation. Huh. That's awesome. AI-powered diagnostic tools. We need more of that because my girlfriend actually found out she has MCAS through using ChatGPT. She like input all of her symptoms into ChatGPT, and they're like, you might have this. And then she changed her diet and has been feeling a ton better. just from changing her diet to avoid certain things that will flare up MCAS. So she doesn't have a formal diagnosis that she has MCAS, but we're 99% sure that she has it. Well, that's awesome. So you're a medical student? Are you a medical student? In India? Huh. So which AI do you use? Or do you have your own AI? Are you, it says you're a student. Is that medical? Okay, so you're medical school. Clinical and intern doctor. Nice. So, when will you be a doctor? That's the question, I guess. When will you be a doctor? That might be a loaded question, but... Oh, your PUBG prelim qualifiers. Look at you. That's awesome. Meet Vishal. Am I saying that right? Vishal? Well, good to know you, man. Did I ask the question that you were thinking I'd ask? Oh, there he is. Look at you. The typo. $11 months. Nailed it. I like the how the mouse cursor moves. That's kind of neat. I have never seen that before, honestly. But yeah, so very cool. Oh, look at that. You can change it from light to dark. Now, is this a did you make this website? I'm assuming it's like a WordPress or something. Oh, I did. Okay, good. You shall. Very cool. Very, very cool. But yeah, so close that. Oh yes, we never finished our video. What do you know? So I'll finish this video up with you, Vishal, and then I'm gonna take off, I think, because I gotta jump off of here and visit with the fam. Took me months to vibe code. Oh, really? So you coded that yourself? Wow. Wow. That's amazing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Who's here? Come here. Come here. You wanna be on TV? Come here. Oh, don't touch stuff. What? Why are you hissing like a snake? What's going on there? Come here. You don't want to be on TV? Oh boy. You don't want to be on TV today?
He doesn't want to be anything.
He doesn't want to be anything. He's a little cranky pants today.
Been cranky for like at least a week.
Okay. Oh, nice. Look at you. Developed with Chat GPT. Okay. Well, I gotta drop this kid off. Because he's being cranky.
Come here.
Okay. So you don't want to be on TV? Okay. So we'll finish this video up and then I'm going to jump off of here. I'll be right there, buddy. I'll be right there. Yeah, baby boy. He's 2.5 and he can already read.
Oh. He's memorized some
Oh.
words.
He can read.
He can read.
He can read. No, because he was reading that book. I mean, it could be. It could be that he's just memorized words, but
And I think this is a way for people to get into it and
Let's
kind of,
finish
look
this
at it
up
from a
real
different
quick,
perspective.
and
There's
then
always
I
going to
gotta
be
jump
some sort
off,
of way,
'cause
some sort of thing that
he
people are
likes
eventually
to
going to
come up
find
to the
with these
desk
systems.
and pull me off.
You got to remember,
He,
these companies have...
Sorry. He does like being on the stream. He's been on a few times. I've got a couple cool videos of him being on stream with me. So, oh, thank you. But today he's just not having it. He's at terrible twos are real. He's cranky. He's opinionated, and yeah, he can read already. Probably has some words memorized. Maybe not necessarily reading, but he's been reading the books.
You've been reading the book.
He's been reading the book Sam I Am, Green Eggs and Ham, and like he'll get through the first couple pages. So I don't know if he's just had it like memorized, like he's just memorized the first couple of pages.
He has words
But
memorized. He has words memorized, so he has like all of his colors memorized and like.
yeah, but and also when he was at the speech therapist, there was a book laying there, and he points at the word and says vegetable. Like,
He has like.
how? So tell me how does he have that? He has the word vegetable memorized. Where has he seen that? We don't watch like Veggie Tales or anything. That's why I'm like, dude, he can read. Yeah, Mr. Nasty, maybe he can help you how to read. Wait, how are you typing this right now? So you can type, but you just can't read? Weird. Anyway.
Speech to text.
Speech to text. Touche, you got me. Anywho, let's finish this video up and then I'm going to sign off, guys.
How many employees that sit there and try to make these systems as secure as possible, but there's always going to be some sort of vulnerability. There's always going to be something, like I'm sure when they were making the PlayStation 5, they were like, I wonder how Star Wars Racer Revenge is going to play on the system. I wonder if there's any sort of vulnerabilities with that. Like, no, you don't think of things like that. These are things that just pop up from very talented and very creative individuals within the homebrew scene.
Yeah.
So that's essentially what's going on with this. And I do think you're going to start seeing some potential results. So I guess if you're super interested in this and you are running firmware 12.0 or lower on your PlayStation 5.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, he started reading at 2.5. I mean, and again, if he's not like reading, but like maybe he's got a couple words memorized, but Kat tested him. She was like writing down words. So it wasn't like he knew it from a book, right? So he recognizes the word. So it's not like he's in the book seeing it, I hope so. But, and yes, he's very fascinated with how things are like put together and very mechanically inclined, likes building things and organizing things, that sort of thing. But no, she wrote down a bunch of colors, right? Like orange was one of the first ones she tried, and she turned it around and she's like, what's this say? And he said, orange. And I was just shocked at that.
Like orange, purple, pink, blue. He knows all of the colors, and he knows animal.
Monkey. He knows monkey.
Car
and vegetable. Like these are not like easy words like just to memorize. Like, yeah, he's not reading as in like, he knows what phonetically each word or each letter, and he can just like spell it out or sound it out. He's not there yet, but still impressive regardless of how he's doing it. It's not like, we coached him like what, it wasn't like a flashcard type thing. Like she literally wrote it down on a piece of paper, turned it around, and was like, what does this say? So I don't know. That's what I thought photographic memory. I think he has a photographic memory because a lot of times he'll be sitting there like talking to himself, right? Playing an episode of like Miss Rachel or one of those episodes he sees on TV, like in his head, I think. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll keep it going. We'll keep pushing him in that. But let's finish this up.
I would just keep it. You know, unless there's some big brand new game that requires a firmware update or something like that, you might want to keep your PlayStation 5 as it sits right now. Because while there's not a whole lot happening with the development scene as it stands right now, you know, by the end of the year, we could be singing a very, very different tune. So that's what's going on with this. I hope you guys are now a little bit more informed, and I may have misspoke on something. A lot of this is just based on research that I've been doing on it, but I think that's kind of the gist of it and how everything is working. It's not the biggest deal in the world right now, but it could eventually be a big deal. Let me know what you think of this in the comments section down below. Do you have a copy of Star Wars Racer Revenge and you're thinking of selling it? I would probably go ahead and sell it now if you're looking for some money in order to, you know, pay some bills or something like that, because I do think that this is going to open up a can of worms for other games to be able to use this access point that don't require a physical.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely going to open it up. And this was just 11 days ago that he published this. This is RGT85. Go ahead and give him a subscribe and follow if you like. Oh, and here it is. Oh, look, it's at Walmart. What? Hang on. Let's see how much it is at Walmart. $56 at Walmart. If that's even in stock. Who knows? But there it is. So, and I guess from what I understand, it was using what he said, they're using the PlayStation 2 emulator on the system. So this was actually a PlayStation 2 game. And the exploit, basically these exploits, I guess, like overload the system, allowing you to push your own software through. So kind of like a DDoS attack, to where it's like it opens the window just enough for you to inject code into somehow. I don't know. I'm not a hacker. I don't know. But anyway, guys, I am gonna sign off. Vishal, Brazilla, thank you for being here. Mr. Nasty, thank you for being here.
Mr. Nasty liked this song.
Oh yeah, Mr. Nasty loved his song. Yeah, it Weird Al is singing that song. Yeah, Kat wants to know, does this sound like Weird Al? Hang on, where is it? Does this sound like Weird Al to you?
Make it nasty, make it nasty. Pop it on the bitch.
Does that sound like Weird Al? She says it sounds like Weird Al. I don't know. Oh, he says it does. It does. All right. Yeah, I'll send it to you. Do you have your Discord open, bud? I don't know if I can upload it to your Discord. Can I? I'll get it to you somehow. Are we friends on Discord? I don't know if we're friends on Discord, but okay. Thank you for the permission. And Brazilla, Vishal, excuse me. We will see you in the next one. It is morning here. It's like 1 in the afternoon, and we'll see you in the next one. Absolutely. Discord. I think that's my Discord. I'll put it on my Discord. How about that? All right, guys. All right, guys. Well, thanks for being here, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.